Well, there's the computer I gotta fix. She's an oldie. Look, you can tell. Frig sakes, 2.7 gigahertz Celeron single core. They're so proud of that sticker probably. She's an archaic machine, 256 megs of RAM, not even a gig. I don't even think I have anything to put in it to make it better. 40 gig hard drive, CD-RW drive. Son of a bitch. You can tell it's old, it's a compact, and I don't even think they make compact Presarios anymore after HP bought them out. But I need to look at it. I need to fix the power button on it, because right now, I don't know where the wires are, but literally they have a jumper coming off the motherboard with 2 wires, and to turn it on you gotta short the wires like pressing the button. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to grab a button out of Mom's old computer that's pretty dicked and see if I can get this fucking thing to work right. Son of a bitch. At least it's got 2.0 USB ports, single core Celeron. This is not going to be fun. And you know it's old because it has this archaic thing. Friggin' floppy drive. Wow. Oh, we'll see what we can do with it. Dad's like, well, if you can't fix it, you can just keep it for spare parts. Anybody on YouTube need a boat anchor? Because if I can't fix this, got a pretty good one for you. Bet you she's heavy. Be a pretty damn good boat anchor, that's for sure. Could also be a good Linux box if somebody wants to dick around with Linux. But yeah, it's going to be fun trying to find some RAM, maybe to boost up that RAM in there. I don't think I have anything in stock that'll do it. I think I threw out all my modules. Oh well. We'll see what we can do. But I just got in from work and I really want to make steak again. I bought 2 last night. I'm gonna friggin' get some veg going, get some steak going. It's gonna be glorious. Let's get on this. She's just having a blast with her toy. The whole time I was gone to work, she never once touched it. I come home and she starts playing with it again. It was over there in the corner by the heater. She friggin' grabs the ball and drags it to the middle of the room, and look at her. She's having a blast with this stupid thing. I still haven't fixed the rod on it though. I'm probably going to do that tonight when I come back in from the barbecue. I'm going to grab my pair of tin snips, and that should be enough torque to and sharpness and stuff to break that off. Wire cutters would probably just go dull trying it, and I wouldn't bother using a Dremel or an angle grinder on it. That's just overkill. But got this all packed up. Forgot to season it though, son of a bitch. So I'm going to season it, get that steak, get out there and get cooking. Should be awesome. Now before I do anything, I'm cleaning all this fucking junk out of here. This is disgusting. It's pretty bad. I just cleaned this last weekend and she already got wrecked. Son of a bitch. Yeah, look at it in there. Some people say, oh, leave that in, it adds more flavor. No. I'm going to clean that all out and I'll have flavor the old-fashioned way, for frig's sakes. Even the top of the burner here is looking pretty scraggly looking, eh? Like, it's starting to rust on the sides and shit. Like, I don't know. This might be my last summer with this thing. But, like I said, $39.97. Zellers. You get what you pay for. And it's done me good. But, like, there's a lot of gunk buildup in here that just needs to be taken off. I wonder if I have that metal spatula. I'm gonna go find it. Oh, that's a fuck lot better. There's still a lot in there that I just can't get out. But this barbecue's in rough shape. But there should be a less chance of it catching fire. I also cleaned off this grease trap thing, brushed it and all that, and well, I might pass over it with the putty knife. That's what I used in there, was a putty knife. Seemed to work, not too bad. Alrighty, barbecue's back to being a barbecue. Fire in the hole. And hopefully this time we don't have any stray fires. Oh, look at the fire now. It's coming up the front too. Cleaning it out was a damn good idea. Frig yeah. Friggin' watched a movie last night on Netflix called Pain and Gain, or No Pain, No Gain. I can't remember now. But it stars Donnie Wahlberg. No, that's not right. Mark Wahlberg. And The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. And what a great movie. It's actually based on a true story. And if you haven't seen it and you have Netflix, check it out. It's on there. It's like a new release. And it was friggin' hilarious and kind of demented, but it was pretty good. I really liked it. I thought it was friggin' awesome. Watched that one last night before I went to bed. And I do have to say it was really well done. Notice it's a little brighter in here today. I set up my fucking test light. It comes off of there, goes up, and it's like hanging on a nail because it used to have a hook, but the stupid hook broke when we were working on my old 89 pickup truck. Hook friggin' snapped right off, but kind of sucks because the hook was awesome. You know, you could hang it from like the rafters and shit and have lights shining down into the engine bay. It was pretty sweet. Can't have a barbecue without some beer, people. Sorry, it's just the way of the road. But yeah, we got the flank on there, the veg. That there is the usual bell peppers and mushrooms with the junk onto it. Still getting a little bit of spark of a fire, but it's not as bad as last night. Last night I shut the friggin' barbecue off and the thing stayed lit. Not from the element, no, from all the friggin' charcoal in there, all the grease charcoal. Frig, that sucked. But I cleaned it out best I could. I don't know if there's a chemical you can use, or maybe somebody out there knows if there's something you can put into a barbecue to really get that shit out. But I guess you wouldn't want to use anything dangerous because you cook with this piece of shit. So probably the only option is really to scrape the living frig out of it. Do I have a fire again? I'm seeing a lot of flames that I shouldn't be seeing. No, okay, we're good. All I know is when that needle gets to about 500, the charcoal would ignite. So I kept opening it up and trying to bring it back down to 400 or 300, and then let her climb and then drop it and let it climb and drop it. Dad has a technique where he just takes a piece of wood and he puts it in the corner here so the barbecue stays like this so the heat can get out, and that works. But like, I got this great big vent hole here for the rotisserie and another one over here, and you'd think that would vent the heat, but it doesn't. Take my Dremel and put a couple slits in the lid maybe. And vent the heat then, that's for sure. But yeah, we'll just let this dirty red bitch friggin' make the meat, and we'll eat it. So right there's Mom's old computer, her old compact, and I'm wondering if there's any RAM in there I can harvest for my aunt's computer. The motherboard and processor on hers is pretty much fucked, so I'm gonna harvest the switch out of it, put it in my aunt's computer, maybe the RAM too. I'm not sure if that's DDR or DDR2 or what. It's an old single core AMD, not even sure, just like a XP friggin' some odd number. So it should be DDR1. I'm going to see if I can harvest the RAM out of it, if there is RAM in it, and then chuck that in my aunt's computer to give her a little bit more jam. And I'm going to have to put Windows XP onto it because 256 megs of RAM, it's kind of gross, you know? So I'll reformat it, put Windows XP back onto it, and then she should have herself a good working computer for a while at least. Well, you know, it is what it is, and XP's end of life real soon, but she'll have an okay computer to play her PopCap games and shit on. So, oh, the fun. I hate dealing with old tech, but I told her I'd do it, so I'm gonna do it. We'll get it done. I already pulled the steak off, about to pull the veg off. Grab this shite. Somehow. There we go. Plop it on top of the steak, whatever, who cares. This is all turned off, killed the tank. We're good to go. Let's go inside and set up a plate. Another night of eating like a king. Aw, frig yeah. They had some pretty awesome deals on boneless, skinless chicken. Should have freaking grabbed that, because that kind in the barbecue comes out real good, you know. You barbecue it, and right before you're done, you cover it in some sauce, you know, whatever you want to use. If it's friggin', you know, whatever sauce you want to use. You can use friggin' barbecue sauce, you can use Diana sauce, you can use whatever you want. Put it back on the barbecue for like another 5 minutes, bake the sauce into it. Comes out amazing. So I'm gonna head upstairs, eat, and go from there. So let's do this. Okay, I know you guys love the vaping videos, but I have to show you this. It's pretty awesome. I took that brass Nemesis with the Patriot RDA, and I don't know if you can see in there, but I basically made 2 chimney coils. Watch this thing chooch, if I can press the fucking button. Like, it's ridiculous. This is gonna hurt. 0.5 ohms. The button's really crunchy. There we go. 0.5 ohms, and it's ridiculous. It's nuts. Let's give her a quick toot and see how awesome it is. Holy shit. Wow. That's a lot of vapor. That's warm. That's awesome. Frig yeah. Friggin' just give her, here, you know what? Let's, yeah. Set you guys up on a tripod just so you can see this nonsense. Fucking thing hits like a brick. Like retarded. Unbelievable. Wow. Frig sakes, people. Chimney coils. That's where it's at. Now, I know a lot of you out there don't like the vaping videos, and you post comments about, you know, R2-D2's dick and C-3PO's cock and all that and stuff, but you wouldn't believe the amount of comments, not comments, personal messages I get on YouTube from people who want to quit smoking and want to give vaping a try on all the questions they ask me. Like, I don't know a lot of people out there if you smoke cigarettes or what, but a lot of people, you know, they're smoking cigarettes and they're trying to get off the cigarettes. They've tried Champix, they've tried Wellbutrin, they've tried the patch, the friggin' chiclets, the mints and all that, and it's not working for them. Then they see a guy like me who used to smoke 2.5 packs a day pretty much, just up and quit, you know, quit smoking altogether, change it up with the vape, and then slowly reduce my amount of nicotine down to 0. Like, I'm running 6 milligrams and mostly 0 nowadays. Like, what I was just vaping there was pineapple 0. And they see that and they're like, well, shit, if this guy can do it, maybe I can do it too. Especially people who are only smoking a pack a day. Like my buddy Age0042, also known as Tasty Glue on the friggin' YouTubes. He quit smoking. He went to the vape. He didn't go expensive either. He literally, all he bought was one of these kits, one of these simple little EVOD starter kits. Even though it says Ego on it, ignore that. And that's all he's been running is 2 EVODs. He bought a couple extra tanks just to have on him, full of juice if he needed it throughout the day. And he's been using that. He's been weaning himself down. Started at 18, now he's down to 6. Same with cat piss. He's been downing himself as well. Like, he's started at 18 and he's been going down to 6. I, however, am really interested in it and I like trying different things. And so far I'm, you know, like, I bought a lot of devices. You know, a lot of you out there are like fucking ripping on me for that. But that's because I like trying different things, and I wanted to see the whole world of vaping, and it's friggin' awesome, and it's working. Like, it's all got me out the cigarettes. Haven't had a cigarette for... Where's my phone? Oh, shit. Oh, there it is. Left it on the table. I haven't had a cigarette now for... Once this thing realizes it's a phone, there we go. It's been 155 days, 6 hours, 37 minutes, and 4 seconds since my last cigarette. Now, I don't care what you say, that's pretty good. 155 days, people, and I don't even want a cigarette. I can't stand the smell of them. People at work smoke, they come back into the office, and they completely reek, and it bothers me. So the fact that I do not want a cigarette, that this is actually working, is a good sign. And doctors have released papers saying maybe e-cigarettes should be treated as a stop smoking sensation. So the fact that doctors are getting on board with it, maybe in the future it might be a new solution to quit. Now, you know, there's a lot of people out there who've been vaping for 5+, 6+ years, and they're not planning on quitting vaping either. But after talking to a bunch of them, they're like vaping like 3 milligrams of nicotine, and most of them are like 0 milligrams. They just love the flavor and love blowing the clouds. That's fine. I can't see a problem with that. Until scientists say that propylene glycol and vegetable glycerin are bad to inhale, I see no problems. Until that day comes. And that's exactly how it was with cigarettes. So, you know, everybody's fucking attacking the vapors, and it's like, you know what? We ain't doing no harm. We know cigarettes do harm. That's been proven. Until vaping is proven to do harm, I can't see a problem with it, personally. But, you know, to each their own. I know a lot of you guys don't like it when I talk about vaping in the vlogs, and that's fine. I've been trying to stop doing that for the most part. But after building that coil, I had to share that because the people that watch me for the vaping stuff will probably be pretty impressed with how hard that son of a bitch hit, because that was ridiculous. Holy fuck. Just railroads you. But it is what it is, and you either like it or you don't. And if you don't like it, well, I'm sorry, but it is what it is. But I'm going to start treating it like cigarettes, how I used to like not try and film myself taking a chooch or whatnot. And I'll save all the vaping stuff for the Northern Tech, because I'm going to be doing reviews on there for tanks and different mods and different devices and different builds and stuff like that. On top of that, doing tech reviews and all that shit. So I'm going to keep it on there. But on this video here, I really wanted to show you guys like how ridiculous that stupid setup was, because for frig's sakes, it just chucks it, and it's way too much for me. I probably should have put an extra wrap on each coil and brought it up to like 0.8 ohms instead of 0.56, because son of a bitch, she kicks like a mule. And now I can only use the purple E-Fests and the Sony batteries on it. I can never go back to those red E-Fests. They'll blow like friggin' fireworks. But I'm going to leave it at that for today, people. So hopefully you enjoyed this vlog for what it is. A little barbecue, showing you the computer I got to fix and all that nonsense. I'm going to have to try and get that computer off the floor in the garage. She's frozen in there pretty good because, you know, my garage leaks like a sieve. And the weather can't make up its mind whether to be warm or cold. One day it's like friggin' +4, the next day it's -20. What are you gonna do? So what I'm gonna do is gradually get that computer out of there, rip the side panel off, see if the RAM's still in it. If it is, see what it is. If it's DDR1 or just DDR, then I might transplant that nonsense into my aunt's computer, reformat that pile of piss to have Windows XP fresh install, and see if the cocksmoker runs. If it does run, right on. I also have Dad's old 80 gig hard drive. Might toss that in there just to give her more room. All parts that I can't use. I'm pretty sure that computer's running EIDE, old school technology. Dad's old 80 gig hard drive was EIDE. So I'm going to toss that in there and we'll get that sumbitch up and running. And I'm going to put the button from Mom's old compact in there so she can actually have a push start rather than having to short a couple wires. But I'm going to leave it at that for now. That'll be another day, another video. So if you like today's video, click the like button. Questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. And until next time, people, keep on vlogging.